Alright, so I'm doing this since like BFDIA is just been started to talk about. I've already made my thoughts clear about the final three, but let's just get into it, because you'll see. So, Yahoo, I want to know. This episode is fairly good. The challenge is just poorly executed, and it doesn't really add much to the episode like most challenges, especially in post hiatus, do, and Teapot. But it's a fine episode. I'd say it's fairly funny. Just okay cartoon episode of a cartoon, so I think it should go in a 6 out of 10. Now this BFDIA 2, yeah, this is funny. I'm gonna put it. I kind of forgot about it because it's forgettable, but I'm gonna put it in front of the first. So BFDIA 3. A lot of people don't like this episode and don't really understand the hate. Okay, maybe the challenge is like little too like a little too short, and maybe yeah, it doesn't have music except the soundtrack that plays like someone gets um hit with a bug. But other than that, this episode is pretty good. I'd say it's just fine. Like there's not much I can say about it because it's just okay. It's not better than the first though. This episode Ziki Boogie Tokyo is like really funny. But I was like, when I first saw this, I was kind of mad that they didn't actually solve the Dream Island problem. Like, all this time, now they're gonna battle for a farm? Literally, a farm? Like, I was kind of worried at the finale of BFDIA, but I was like, that'll kind of mess up the timeline if they actually got good Dream Island like Golf Ball did. So I've warmed up to this episode, and it's enjoyable and funny, of course. I never expected pre-hiatus to be this funny, but I'm gonna go in 7 out of 10. It's the start of a great series, BFDIA 5. For the first episode, anything special, but I'd still say it's really good. And like this is like the best part of post pre-hiatus. So I'm it and a 7, like a very high 7 out of 10. Move BFDIA. Okay, now 5B. I've never actually finished the game because it's a little bit too hard for me. But as a game, it's pretty enjoyable. So, and like very high quality for something like that it was. If you're wondering how to play it, it's just basically on the Wayback Machine. So it's not compatible with mobile. So this is a 7 out of 10, but slightly better than 4. So this episode is brutal, man. Like there are so many deaths, but I'd say it's enjoyable enough, despite it not being that long and not much happening in it. So I think this might be the first 8 out of 10, even though I haven't said much about it. So let me just move it up here. It's a low 8 out of 10 though. So I guess not much happens. This second to last, I'd say really good. Like first off, I love like the part like where the free smarters are in the van and they like drown one by one. I thought that was pretty. Like, their body off and that was pretty enjoyable. Like if like someone made a death count, like how much like that add to the death count as of this episode. So this is really a high 8 out of 10. High 8. So far, no episode of pre-hiatus has gotten a bad score, and this one won't either because it's so iconic and great. It's just an awesome conclusion to an awesome half of a season. Like the first 8 episodes of BFDIA are definitely hidden gems. I'm gonna put this at a 9. Like even though the animation doesn't hold up as well, like especially compared to the newer episodes, but I'd say it's definitely really good and enjoyable. So yeah, this is basically just a compilation. I don't know why that's here. This is a deleted scene. But I guess if I were to rank this, which it won't really count in the overall ranking, I would put this like, I think like the deleted scene definitely gives off more of the type of writing style and type of vibe that pre-hide is. And with that, yeah, I put it in like not a five, the high six, but I'm still not gonna count it in the ranking. BFDIA 6. This is a good, definitely good return episode and a definitely good start to definitely great, amazing, well, great half of the season. So I like would put it in. I don't think it's better than 5F. No, I don't think it's better than 5E. But it's really good. So it deserves 8. This episode is just fun. I guess it's not like too bad. It's not like too diabolical or anything. It does set up a huge plot point that will happen in T plot and BFDIA. So get prepared for that. Uh, get prepared for that when I eventually make my teapot ranking at the end of that season. So, yeah. So for BFDI 7, I will give it like the highest 6 out of 10. It's not as good as the previous episode, but it's still good on its own. It's good in its own right. This is just like a weird short, but I still think it's funny, but I'm not gonna count it. I think this is like a release order thing. Like with this tier list, like when extra content came out. But yeah, I'm not gonna count that. So meaty. This episode is just fine. The one thing I really don't like about it is that at the beginning, like they just get a view and so walk all the Joyland without breaking a sweat. Like, what was the whole point of trying to get to the summit in the episode when they could have just walked? Bunch tried that, and it took them like they were almost place. Like they only barely won because Puffball decided to betray her team, and now they're doing like are the free smart gods or something? Because if they were, then they wouldn't need a car in the 5th episode. It's just so inconsistent. I'm gonna have to give this. Like, there's not too much this episode does right, but there's not too much it does wrong. I'm gonna have to give it a really high 5 out of 10. First 5. Okay. Here we go. BFDI 9. This episode is really funny and like really enjoyable to watch. It's definitely an upgrade from the last one. Well, yeah, I don't really have that much to say. Like, Gelatin is basically an idiot, and he reuses a face. And he also says tennis ball sucks as an inventor, which I wouldn't say that, considering all the like impressive inventions he made over the season. I think ever since then, TB just upped his invention game and decided like to actually make tons of inventions and actually, you know. So I'm gonna put this in right here, right here, yeah. Now, here we go. BFDI 10. This episode is really enjoyable. My only gripe was had more. Wish I had more focus. Words to say, but at this moment, I started to like fries a lot more. Like, I started to like really root for fries to get far. We'll be really disappointed a few episodes later. But yeah, fries was just alright. Beautiful face devotion team. They were pretty enjoyable to watch, and my favorite part was obviously my goat Spongy. Well, he got eliminated next episode, so yeah. But anyways, I'm gonna give this. Also, the challenge is pretty good. It's clever. dislike the best 8 out of 10. You could have gotten a 9 out of 10 if you got more fries. So, I'm not counting this because it's just a crossover thing for the tour. Well, I don't think it's for the tour. It's like for like advertising for having like continuing season 2 of Inanimate's and it's not even related. It's have like cameos from BFDIA characters like Puffy. As for BFDI 11, it's definitely not as good as 10, but I don't think it's as bad as people say it is. Sure, the channel, sure, like it's a little boring at times, but let's say it's comedy and like fries, the competitiveness of a whole bunch of Free Smart. I'd say this bumps up to a 7 out of 10 from a 6. Oh, where do I put it? I guess I'll put it. Now, this episode is a riot. Now, I didn't know this was next. This episode is one of the best episodes of post hiatus. I'm not gonna lie. This is peak, 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 peak. I'm gonna put that 9 out of 10. Fries and like Woe Bunch, fries, the challenge, spongy, everything. Like it's just so funny and crazy and chaotic. Even Free Smart is good. And I like didn't want them to succeed this season. Like I wanted them. I was actively preying on their downfall at this moment. One because of Needle, but still, like that episode is definitely the best. Maybe something can beat it. I doubt it. This episode isn't as good as 12, but it's really funny and like a really cool adventure with the previously eliminated contestants that are in the wreck trembling fortress, which you could just easily walk out of. Um, in contrast to the locker of losers, which is a break out of. Unless you have a wall teleporter, but we won't get that until IDFB. IDFB 2, what comes out like a few months from now. So, as for this episode's ranking, I'm gonna give it an 8, like a low 8. Oh yeah, this episode is peak. It's probably better than the last one. Sure, it has less of fries, but he's still just as enjoyable, and I think his dynamic of bond is really good. Really, it's really fun to see. And Fries was probably my favorite character this season. Not my favorite character ever, but my favorite character this season. As you know, my favorite character is Blocky, but he's not in this. So my favorite is Fries in this season. Teapot kind of does him dirty. I'm not gonna lie. Not his character, just like the spot that they put him in, because he got eliminated way too early. Like he had so much potential. Okay, what do we have left? Oh, Sport Day. Sport Day. I think it's definitely really good. First off, the jokes. First off, the challenge. Second off, the challenge. And everything is just really good. It's not as good as the last two, like BDI 12 and 14, but it's still really good. It's very enjoyable to watch. So I'm gonna give it an 8. So we're almost finished with BFDIA. We only got like we only got 10 episodes left. We're halfway finished. So, what episode is this again? Oh, 16. Forgettable, but the thumbnail is probably the best in the show. Yeah, it is the best in, well, not in the show, but in this season. It's the best thumbnail, and that bumps it up a few points. Maybe I should just rank the thumbnails. Like as for the episode, I think it's really good and really funny. As usual, Fries is the star of the show. Like he is really cool and really funny, and I love his new like diamondy texture. Like I wish I could have kept that like till he was eliminated. And I'm glad he was like immune next episode. Oh my, why am I commenting about this episode? Like, there's not, like, overall, there's not much differences between this episode and next, besides, like, the anniversary and the quality. But, yeah, I'm gonna put this in, like, a high 8 out of 10. These episodes are just hidden and hidden. So, what's next? Oh, this episode is definitely, but it's not as good as its sibling, Team. That just gets overshined by that a lot. But this episode did come out before that, which makes sense. So, overall, I think it is really good for that well deserved king. Yeah. Like Fries was just an enjoyable character, and I like how everybody was fighting over him. As for like the episode, I think is really good, and I think it's the moment when fans started to glaze book to death, get her to the finale, and that bumps it down a few points, but I still think it's really good. The episode is gonna be bumped up to 11, so I gotta get some. So yeah, this would be the best placement. So far, you wouldn't think that I would say BFDIA is mid. Like with this tier list, because I put most episodes in 8 out of 10, but that's mostly just post hiatus. And wait, it is still a mid season overall. I would give like a 7.5 out of 10. It's the best score I could give it. So yeah, overall, like the episode I just BFDI 17 is a pretty episode. It's already 17 minutes. I can wrap this up. So BFDI 18. Here's the line. I always watch. So this episode, this episode is just really enjoyable and really great dynamic with the final six. Like you could tell like each other's personalities without even having to watch the show. Just this is the yummy episode you saw. Like Book is the cautious but weak one. Needle is the serious and challenge beast. Fries is just crazy one. Tennis Ball is the smart and also strategic one. Corny is just well, Corny is basically just how he was in the entire series. And you know how that is. And Pin is just chaotic. Like I love this final six, and it might be the best of the show in my opinion so far. Maybe Pop will have a better final six. But yeah, this episode was definitely good. But I'm with Pinstride's book. I really didn't want Book to win anyway, but still, that's the moment where people definitely started to feel some sympathy for her. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to put this in 8 out of 10 as well. It's about the last one because of how good the dynamic and everything is. Still like the previous one though. Now this one, Egg, it's kind of good, but like it's a little kind of like BFDI 11, but like a lot better. Um, I'm gonna have to put this in the high 7 out of 10 rating. I think it's just because like it's like part one, but like I'm gonna have to put this in a low 7, but it's better than 11, like I just said. Okay, so 20. Yeah, it's really good, especially the end, like where you actually have to get to see some tension between um Coiny and Pen, and like I really like the different like stuff. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I really have to put it above 18 and above sport. In fact, I think this also because about Sport Day, and this also was about Sport Day. That's how gives you best Sport Day, like I said. Yeah. Anyways, so what is the next episode? Oh, this episode. Yeah, it's really funny and it's just really great. Also, I watched this episode before I went on like a cruise, so I guess that gives it extra points. But yeah, this show episode is really good. So I have to put it in 10. I'm putting a lot of episodes in 8 out of 10. I forgot how much I enjoyed this season. But I think it's better than people. I don't think it's the best season. Okay, like please. Okay, so here we have BFDIA 22. I don't have much to say about it. Like, cause like there's a lot of to talk about, and it's just like I said, like pretty much every other post-hiatus episode. It's really funny and just an enjoyable episode to watch. Unfortunately, this was the last Corny episode until he was eliminated. This episode should have shown why Corny should have stayed in over a book. Also, I forgot to mention in 19 he got eliminated. Score right here, but it's really slim. Voters, why would you vote out Fries? Why? Why? I hate you guys. I'm about to get onto why I think the winner is bogus. Like once I get to 25, but we'll get there. So as for this episode, it's definitely good, and I definitely tons of times, especially when I'm watching every episode of this show. And yeah, I think it is definitely really good, and it's better than these. So here we go. I haven't put one episode in 10, and 23. Even though I do not like Book winning this challenge because she should not have, okay? But, I mean, that prevents me from putting it in a 10. But as for now, I think it just goes in a 9 out of 10. Because it's definitely still really good, and it's officially the longest BFDI episode as of now. I'm pretty sure Teapot will shatter that record by its, like, second last episode or last episode. I mean, this is the longest season in runtime, but I think that's mainly because Teapot hasn't finished yet. And once it finishes, it's definitely going to be the longest season this series, and I don't think anything's going to beat it for a while, for a long time. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna give that a 9. Pretty good. This is too much to talk about videos. Already 23 minutes, so I gotta wrap this up. Okay, 2 episodes left. Say Hijack is definitely really peak. And I'm gonna have to give it a 9 because it's so good. You have no idea how much I like this. And where did I put it? Okay, right here. Yes, 9 out of 10. It's better. Yeah, it's better than the last one. But it's really slim. So, as for the last episode, I'm gonna say it's the best in the show. In the season, not in the show. What I put out before. But, I think, okay, it's slightly worse than Say Hijack because only one thing. Book won the season! Book won the season! She has a horrible challenge record! She just doesn't do anything! She's bland! All she says blah blah blah. Oh, and this is the definition, blah blah blah. And the only reason people voted for her was because of sympathy! Sympathy! Nobody cares about sympathy! Come on! And Nita was strategic. She had tons of friends. She had a great social game and a great strategic game. Like she was just great all around. And I would have preferred tennis ball like to win or at least get to the spot. But still, like come on, voters, you cannot be serious. But yeah, that's it for the ranking. Oh yeah. So the worst episode is BFDIA 8 Needy with a 5 out of 10. And the absolute best is Say Hi Jack about it. So bye.